Well, here we are, everybody. We are returning to BTS, and this time I decided, hey, let's check out DNA. I haven't actually seen this music video in about 2-ish years. Every single time I've tried to do anything else, it always gets blocked, so I figured, hey, you know what? Might as well go back to the very first thing that I ever had on the channel and see what the thoughts are. So, let's check this out, shall we? I think that'd be pretty good. Where it all started. The sound effects. Oh, that's beautiful. It's like the meme.
널 알아보게 됐어 서로를 불러왔던 것처럼 내 혈관 속 뒤에 네가 말해줘 내가 찾아 헤매도 너라는 걸
That's cool looking, actually. Patrick Ewing. Wow.
내게 주어진 운명의 증거 너는 내 꿈의 춤춰 너에게 내밀는 손을 좀 해질 숙명 걱정하지 말라 이 모든 건 우연이 아니니까 우리 완전 달라 baby 운명을 찾아낸 둘이니까 우주가 생긴 그날부터 계속 모반의 세기를 넘어서 계속 우린 저 생에도 아마 땀 생에도 영원히 함께니까 모든 건 우연이 아니니까
That's cool.
운명을 찾아낸 둘이니까 I want it this love I want it real love 난 너에게만 집중해 좀 더 세게 나를 꺼내 태초의 DNA
That bass is going wild.
이건 필연이야 I love it 우리만이 true love it 그녀를 볼 때마다 서술과 책은 올라 신기하게 자꾸만 숨이 멎는 게 참 이상한 설마 이런 게 말로만 듣던 사랑이란 감정일까 애초부터 내 심장은 널 향해 두니까 걱정하지 말라 이 모든 건 우연이 아니니까 우리 완전 달라 baby 운명을 찾아낸 둘이니까 우주가 생긴 그날부터 계속
Oh, that's a cool build.
넘어서 계속 우리 전생에도 아마 땀생에도 영원히 함께니까 모든 건 우연이 아니니까 운명을 찾아
This is cool. Sheesh. They're the ones who invented it.
운명을 찾아낸 우리니까 후회하지 마라 baby 영원히
That's cool.
함께니까 걱정하지 말라 모든 건 우연이 아니니까 우리 완전 달라 baby 운명을 찾아낸 둘이니까 우연이 아니니까 우연이 아니니까
Wild. Okay. I don't think anything else will probably happen. Whew. Okay. You're all going to have to live with a really bad joke. I apologize. This must be Obi-Wan Kenobi's favorite K-pop song. Because for him, as he says in the movies, there's no such thing as coincidence. In my life, there is no such thing as coincidence or luck. I'm sorry. Oh, goodness. You know, honestly, though, the interesting thing is I love the visuals of this music video. I think that it's really cool. You know, the interesting thing is about this is, like, I find it really interesting now, because going back, I remember the very first thing that I ever heard on the channel was this, and that video was a bit of a lightning rod. But the funny thing is I had only seen TXT, and now at the time I had no clue about, like, labels or juniors or seniors or anything like that. I thought it was a lot like, sure, there was labels, but they didn't really do much, if that makes sense. And so I remember when I first heard this song, I was like, oh yeah, this kind of reminds me of TXT. And the interesting thing is, though, especially when I was first listening to this song, now bear in mind, before that, I had heard Butter, and that was my first true introduction to BTS, which I've brought up multiple times. But the funny thing is like, by this point in the channel, I'd been through quite a few different groups, and I thought to myself, you know what? I'm sure that for as popular as they are, their music is going to be insane. And I remember listening to it, and I thought to myself, oh, well, this kind of feels like a lot of the other groups. It felt like TXT that I've heard before. And that's kind of why I brought it up, is because I was like, oh, yeah. Like, I thought it was going to be something way more, like, crazy and dramatic that, like, was just, like, lock, stop. There's no way that you could get around, like, this was BTS. And so, like, I didn't realize that the amount of music they had written prior, and actually probably even after, was so vast. And who they were as people was such a kind of like a huge part of why people are fans of them. And I just remember thinking to myself, dang, this is crazy. But in any case, one thing that I wanted to bring up, I love the color scheme. Like, lots of yellows, purples, greens, all this stuff. And I think the interesting thing is like, upon with all the colors and stuff like that too, my biggest thing is I feel like it's so spacey. Like, I thought there would almost be like a theremin in this, almost to that point. You know what I'm saying? It's really so close to what I would say, like, almost, it's like K-pop meets sci-fi music is almost what it seems like to me. Which I guess now thinking about it, yeah, that is pretty different from everybody else. Yeah, this is just a vibe. Like, that's the thing, is like, I really like this. I think this is a little bit more dramatic than most vibey songs, but honestly, like, it's kind of got its own character. And the interesting thing is honestly, Jimin over there, he looks like what happens when I just brush my hair and then just let it sit. That's like what my hair does. But in any case, like, it's really vibey. And I think the other thing that's really interesting about it too is because of the fact that it is so dramatic and spacey, I feel like I don't really hear people talk a lot about this. Like, if you hear a lot of people talking about, like, oh, what's your favorite BTS title track or music video, you know, you'll hear like Fake Love and Butter and Dynamite, blah blah blah. I don't hear too many people talk about DNA. Now, to be fair, I generally just have only talked with ARMY that has been in my, you know, in my comment section, so maybe there is a vast majority of them outside of my channel that are in love with the song, but I feel like that this one kind of gets a little under discussed in a lot of senses. But I think that it's just a really clever and very precise song, and I really like how it leads itself around. The rap line ate this song, by the way. I thought that was really good.
I want a little love 난 너에게만 집중해 좀 더 세게 나를 꺼내 태초의 DNA가 널 원하는데 이건 필요니
His dimples.
I love it 우리만이 true love it 그녀를 볼 때마다 서술아 책에 놀라
And that blue hair. That's cool.
이게 자꾸만 숨이 멎는 참 이상한 설마 이런 게 말로만 듣던 사랑이란 감정일까 애초부터 내 심장
Woo. No, they did good. This song is cool. Let me know. Is this song actually more popular than maybe I'm giving it credit for? You have to let me know down in the comments below. Anyway, thank you. Vivictus.